Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while, guys, but the more important thing is transfer news. The first rumor I'd like to be rating for y'all is one that concerns my favorite team, Liverpool. And this is about Raul Jimenez of Benfica heading to Liverpool for a reported £22 million. So that'd be a pretty big move, but that'd only be about half of the supposed £40 million war chest that the board have given Klopp to spend. So I'll tell you a little bit about Jimenez and why I think he could potentially be a good signing. He's young, and what's crazy is he's played 10 games in the Primeira Liga in Portugal, and that is 467 minutes. He has scored more goals per 90 minutes than Divock Origi, Roberto Firmino, and Sadio Mane. That's huge. And those are three of our biggest attacking threats when Coutinho's been out because he's been injured for a while. Raul Jimenez is scoring .96 goals per 90 minutes. Now, granted, that's in Portugal, but that's freaking insane. Divock Origi is the closest one to that in the Liverpool team, and he is only at .59 goals per 90 minutes. In addition, shot accuracy. Raul Jimenez, 67% shot accuracy, which is better than Bobby Firmino, Origi, and Mane. Origi has 60%, Bobby Firmino has 62%, and Sadio Mane has 60%. That's crazy. And he has played in less games than them. He's played in 10 games. Divock Origi's played in 15 games. Bobby Firmino's played in 17 games. And Sadio Mane's played in 17 games. In shots inside the area, Raul Jimenez also takes the cake with 2.51 shots inside the area. And this is all per 90 minutes. Divock Origi is at 1.63. Bobby Firmino's at 2.4. And Sadio Mane is at 2.19. So those shows you some really big stats. And I didn't really know who this guy was, because despite playing Football Manager, I just really didn't know who he was. But this guy looks like a great signing based on those stats. But you can't base everything on numbers. But the reason why I think this guy would be a great signing is because of Klopp. If Klopp's looking at him, he's bound to have some ability, right? I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 to be able to happen because Liverpool have the money, and I bet Benfica will sell eventually. And he'll definitely want to come. I mean, we're second in the league right now. We're probably getting top 4, so we'll probably be in Europe. So he's not missing out there. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. This could happen, and I would love it for it to happen as a Liverpool fan because we need another option in attack. The second rumor I'm going to be rating today is Fernando Llorente to Chelsea. Now, at first glance, you might be thinking, wait, what? Is this the same Fernando Llorente who was so bad at Sevilla they just let him go to Swansea for not very much? Yes, it is the same Fernando Llorente. However, it is the same Fernando Llorente that also played under Conte for the 13-14 season at Juventus. There is no reason why they couldn't reunite. He also presents a different backup option to Michy Batshuayi. And basically, I think if he goes to the bridge, then Batshuayi's done. Because they're already looking to possibly loan him out because he's been that bad. Which really tells you something since he's only been there for a half year. So Conte really doesn't like Batshuayi. That's why this deal I think could happen. But Swansea have just come out and said that they've come out adamantly and said that he's not for sale. However, I think that because, remember, he's still Fernando Llorente. It's not like he's a great player or anything. They'll probably sell for a certain price. And of course he'll want to come. I mean, I'd want to leave Swansea for Chelsea. I mean, not just because Chelsea, are top of the league and everything. I mean, in Swansea, there probably isn't anything to do. No offense, any Swansea people watching this video, but there probably isn't. In London, you got, so many things to do. Well, so anyway, I'm giving this probably a 9 out of 10 for this to happen. because Conte wants the man that he used to play for. Swansea, it says he's not for sale, but apparently they might send Batshuayi the other way to sweeten the deal. And honestly, I might want to do that if I'm Swansea. But he's also a good aerial threat, which Batshuayi isn't, and that might be why Conte wants to bring him in as a backup option to Diego Costa. So yeah, I think this is a 9 out of 10 chance for this to happen. On to the next rumor. The third rumor I'd like to be rating today is one of two players that are in very similar situations. It's Morgan Schneiderlin and Memphis Depay to leave United. So, Mourinho has come out, according to the Mirror, and said, quote, "Their situation is exactly the same, both of them. I will allow them to leave. The club will allow them to leave if the right offer comes. Until this moment, no. Is this good? No. Why not? Because I don't normally think about them as options. Normally, they would be selected tomorrow, but they aren't because we are waiting for something that a few weeks ago seemed 100%, but not now." So, basically, Mourinho's putting him in the shop window, and he wants him gone. However, he's being a bit stingy with his prices, as Schneiderlin has had two £20 million bids rejected by Everton and West Brom. Oh no, excuse me. They have both bid under the £20 million evaluation of Morgan Schneiderlin, and that's good on them, because Morgan Schneiderlin really is not worth £20 million. Now, Memphis, on the other hand, has attracted interest from Everton and Fenerbahce, but they are not, they did not make any offers. So, and this is all according to the Mirror. So, what am I giving this? Because bids have come in, Schneiderlin's definitely leaving. I think Schneiderlin will be out this January, whether on loan or on permanent, because I could definitely see him going to a team like West Brom. I'm giving Schneiderlin a 10 out of 10. He's leaving to go somewhere. Memphis, on the other hand, he's pretty difficult, from what I've heard. Like, difficult guy, got really full of himself when he went to United. So I think a move away to a team like Everton, who have been non-stop linked with him, would really help him. However, I don't think it's going to happen, because Everton they'll find a way to just, like, do something else, because they buy too many, like, United people. They do too much business. I just feel like something else is going to happen. So I'm going to give Memphis to leave United either in the summer or January a 10 out of 10. But I'm going to say to Everton a 5, only because do they really need him? And really, Koeman's a smart guy. And I think Koeman knows that really, Memphis is just another expensive flop. He's really not that good. And I think Koeman knows that. So I don't think Everton are going in for him. So I think they're both definitely leaving. So they can kiss their United careers goodbye. Alright guys, we have possibly one of the biggest transfers of the year, close to a Pogba level fee, and this rumor is Dele Alli to Spain, either Barcelona or Real Madrid. They're both sniffing around, and I think this could happen. I mean, what promising 20-year-old midfielder wouldn't want to play for Zinedine frickin' Zidane? Like, that's what Zidane was. If Dele Alli wants to be world class, he could listen to Zidane. There's just one problem with that. There is a bunch of quality midfielders in that side. Casemiro, James Rodriguez, Luka Modric, a former Spurs player that Daniel Levy let go, in addition with Gareth Bale. That's a reason it could happen, because Daniel Levy sells his star players to Los Blancos. But I think this might not happen, because if Dele Alli's smart, he knows he's not getting any playing time there, despite how good he is, because they got Luka Modric, they got Casemiro, they got so many, Toni Kroos, they have so many great midfielders in that team, it could really stunt his development. So I think that if Dele Alli is smart, he doesn't make this move and stays at Spurs because he could definitely become world class at Spurs and then maybe make the move, or he could walk into a team like that. I think he'll eventually leave Spurs because, with no disrespect to Spurs, I think that Dele Alli will outgrow them, but he hasn't outgrown them yet. And if Spurs know anything about him, right? They should just keep him so his value goes up even more. This is a potential £70 million deal. So what if he stayed another year or two? That could get above the Pogba world record fee, and then Spurs could reinvest that in other places. But Spurs have got to keep him at least this January if they want to stay in the title race. So, and even Daniel Levy, who isn't that dumb of a guy, despite the fact he signed Musa Sissoko, even Daniel Levy knows they can't sell him this January. So I'm giving this a 0 out of 10. This will not happen this January, and I'm giving this a 2 out of 10 for this summer. But in about 2 years' time, maybe even 1 year, if he stays on the form he's in now, I mean, he's got 6 goals in 3 matches. If he gets anywhere close to that, everybody will be sniffing around. PSG will be sniffing around. Bayern Munich will be sniffing around. Real Madrid will be sniffing around. Barca, Atletico, you name it. Freaking United will be sniffing around thinking they can pick him up even though they can't. But, like, this deal is not happening this January, but this deal could very well happen 1 or 2 years from now. So, Spurs fans, I just enjoy him while you have him. Do what us Liverpool fans did with Suarez, because we knew he was going to leave eventually, but just enjoy him while you have him. See if you can win a title with him. And if Daniel Levy does his business right, hope that maybe Real or Barca will break that world record transfer fee for him. And so you can get a lot of money that you can reinvest in the team. But yeah, this isn't happening this January, so you don't have to worry right now. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and check out my other videos.